I'm here with Frank Morales, and you are at a new location now. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're now with Cornerstone Counseling.
That's correct.
All right. Made a little move and still talking about the same things, adding some new programs to the list as well.
Right.
What did you want to talk about this morning?
Well, I wanted to talk about some high conflict people, okay?
Don't get personal.
Now, when you say
I'm not trying to.
when you say that, you're not talking immediately, I think, as someone who's just always constantly complaining, but you're talking about taking that to a higher level.
Right. Well, there's a new thing that's out. It's called high conflict people. It's a new theory really out. And a person by the name of Bill Eddy really came out with this. And it's kind of interesting. This is a person that was a social worker and also an attorney. And what he built this around was dealing a lot in the courtroom with people that were constantly going to court, and they're coming over and over again, and everybody thinks they're right. And what you find out is these are the people that were constantly doing filings and things like that. But you also found out that these are the most difficult of people. These are the people that were always going and making complaints about a lot of different things, and we see them a lot in life. These are the people that are constantly, let's say if you go to the doctor, they're filing, they want to file against doctors. These are people that if you go into a store, they want to see the store managers all the time. These are the people that, let's say if you had a problem here, they want to file something with the FCC. They're what we call the mental bullies. They're not the ones that are physically doing things. These are the ones that are constantly trying to force you to change. They want their agenda only. And so as a result, these are the ones that always look at the negative emotions. They're always plying on the negative. And it's a constant fight with these people. They're the ones that we try to avoid like the plague.
I've met a few of those people. You see them walk in the room, you just want to turn around and go the other way or get on the phone, act like you're busy. So
right.
If someone sees me do that, they're going to think I'm talking about them. But, you know, I've known some restaurant owners as well, and they've, you know, sometimes made the comment when we were talking to them, oh, great, here he's back again, and, you know, he's going to want his meal for free. There's going to be something wrong with it.
Right. I mean,
Is that the type?
Right. We all, there's not almost anybody that's not in any industry that doesn't have a person that they know that they can't see this person come and go, oh my God, because they know how this person, they're very, very abrasive at times. They have no self-awareness whatsoever. They always find what we like to call a target of blame. And as a result, they have, well, most people, what happens is that we spend some time in reflection and look at self-change. These people spend all their time getting ready to attack the other person, to force them to do what they want to do. And it deflects from them looking at themselves. Let me
Manipulate?
It's a high level of manipulation. And what happens is, it's not really about the conflict. That person's personality makes it such that it's not about, they don't want to be part of the problem. They're never part of the problem. And they're never even part of the, as far as getting a solution. They can't be parts of either of it.
Yeah.
All they do is they're just looking at things, and they're never, ever, ever looking at themselves. It's just blame, blame, blame. And if you even solve part of it, they move on to another part to cause another issue.
All right, so we all know someone like that, but how do we get them in front of you? Or is this just a class that is court-ordered?
Well, right now what's happening, and this is something that was just recently put before the judges in Madison County, is that we have them coming through when they go through divorce actions and things. This is identified, and it's kind of interesting because I was looking through some research even a couple of weeks ago, and they identified in a few states, they said that 49% of people going through divorces that they've identified as being very, very adversarial, they said 49% of those people, there were two people, both parties were highly conflict people.
About husband and ex-husband, ex-wife.
Yes, both of them were that way. And then 49%, there was only one, and 2% was undecided. But there are times when you have been dealing for so long with someone that's a high conflict person that you can change into that too. How many times have we seen someone that got so tired of dealing with someone that was high conflict that they turned also?
Right.
Okay? And so as a result, what happens is we have to sit up there and start looking at these situations to say, okay, when is it that we are with somebody, and because of the fact that they are so adversarial, that we realize it's not the situation that they're mad at. How many times have we heard someone say, it's not this, it's the principle of the things.
I'm doing it, I'm standing my ground.
Yeah. How many people...
Hey, quit telling me to be quiet in here.
I just turned around and told Jamie to shut up, and he did.
No, I didn't. I'm taking over.
Now, if you got him to really be quiet and all that, then
I can do it.
Yeah, well, then that shows skills.
He thinks he's funny now.
Yeah.
Because I'm a graduate of your class.
Yeah, but he's not talking about just, first of all, when you get divorced in Madison County, it's mandatory if you have children for conflict resolution.
It's mandatory to attend a divorce seminar. That's what happens with that. Now, what happens with conflict resolution, that particular thing is when you see somebody that the family is having a lot of problems and you see that it's been pretty adversarial, what happens is that they send them to conflict resolution. Now what's going to happen is if we see that those people are that they're beyond conflict resolution, it's not a problem of just they can't communicate. It's a problem that you see that these people are very adversarial. They keep doing the same things. Even the attorneys see that when they're talking to them, their clients are not listening to them at all. They can't control their clients. Those people are ready for high conflict.
Now, I know those people aren't just going to sign up for your class.
No, they're not.
So
and it's not
basically court ordered?
Right. And it's not a matter of conflict resolution. You have both of them in there. The difference is in high conflict, it's an individual situation. Okay? And it's dealing strictly with one area only. Because of the fact that you're out of control with what you do. And it's interesting that your personality is such, is that you're causing problems in people's lives, and you don't want to take responsibility. And we've got to get you to take personal responsibility because you're destroying a family.
How is this person going to react to you that first meeting?
Well, we just know how that's going to work out.
You know how to handle them, I know that. All right, well, I do want to let people know how they can get in touch with you now. Of course, we do have your phone number. How can people reach you? Okay,
well, you can reach me at Cornerstone Counseling at 519-9000. And we're moving into a new building September 5th. It's at 2102 Franklin Street in Huntsville. We're pretty happy about that and all. And I do have an email address. It's fam1253@gmail.com if you want to reach us. And we're doing other things up there too. We do anger management. We start that in September. And we just have a lot of programs. We have a lot of counselors down there and everything. Our receptionist and secretary down there is a lady named Leanne, and she's happy to tell you about everything.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we taking questions?
How do we control our anger? I'm looking around the stream. Everybody in here is an Alabama fan, except Dr. English, and he's a Mississippi State fan. How do we control our anger during football season, Frank?
We win.
Well, it should be a good year.
Very good.
All right, with that in mind, we're going to take a quick break. We have a full house. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Loser.
Okay.
All right, get on.